Hello. Today is review day. It's been almost a month and a half, and I'm going to do my review on my CBD oils, my two brands that I am on now versus the one that I will be purchasing tomorrow, of the overall effects of what has transpired within almost 2 months. As you all know, if you follow my journey, I first started off with Hemp Balm, that's the name brand, with the concentrated syrup, the pain cream, and the capsules. And in the capsule pack, you get six or seven capsules. No, it's 6 capsules in the pack, or you can do the gummies and everything. Um, on review of the hemp balm product itself, I will say the with my structural neuropathy, radiculopathy, my structural issues, my spinal issues, the co-infections, the multifaceted diseases, everything, COPD, you name it, you guys know what I have. I will say, and I do also, I never got to find the hemp balm oil, or they had it, but I did not purchase it. I was a first-time purchaser, kind of a little scared. So I just bought the syrup, the capsules, and the pain cream. That's all I did off that brand. And I had heard great reviews from it from friends and reading reviews. And I will say, if I give reviews on that. First off, I am no doctor. I am not here to push on anybody to do CBD oil. I do not recommend anybody doing it without outside doctor recommendation. This is my story, so therefore I'm giving you my journey of the CBD journey. My review on hemp balm. I have nothing against that brand. As far as the concentrated syrup, which you guys have seen before, comes in a good size bottle. It's a concentrated form of CBD oil syrup. And it's actually 4 servings per bottle. Depending on how much you really need, you work your way up to a full, since there's 4 servings in the bottle, you work yourself up to a full serving a day. I will say I have nothing against the syrup. The concentrated syrup, I do feel was beneficial. It did give me the energy I needed, and but it didn't help with the radiculopathy and the neuropathy. It didn't really help with a lot of the pain. It did ease it off, but as far as giving me the energy and helping me with the fatigue, I will say that definitely. In the overall brain stimulation, good brain stimulation, I will say the concentrated syrup was good, but yet I never got up to 1 full serving a day. I was on a fourth of a serving a day, and so just with the overall of my migraines, and just the overall pep and energy I had. It did not help with the gut issues. It didn't make it worse, but it did not help with my gut issues. But it did help with my fatigue and my always no energy, always sleepy, always could sleep all the time. That is the concentrated syrup from the name brand Hemp Balm. As far as the capsules that you can buy, or the gummies, you buy the capsules. I really don't like gummies, so I've never tried them. As the capsules come in a 6-pack, you could take up to 2 a day. I was taking 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, so it would work through the whole day. I will say that one did help. The capsules seem to alleviate some of the lumbar pain and hip pain, but it didn't take it all away, but it did make it tolerable. It also, still again, the stimulation of the migraines and my focal seizures and everything eased off a lot. my number one thing from them is the pain cream. That is something I carry with me everywhere I go. That is a plus for me. I'm not saying nobody use it, nobody take it, nobody go out and buy it. This is just my view of it. But the cream from the Hemp Balm Company, out of all the creams I've ever tried in my life, right down to pain pills, muscle relaxers, cortisone shots, steroid shots, all the different, the icy hots and the packs that you put on your lower backs and wherever to help ease pain, did not even touch it compared to the pain cream through the company Hemp Balm. So that is going to always be in my purse to go, as well as the capsules. The capsules, even if I didn't take one in the morning, and let's say 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the middle of the day, I go, okay, too much stimulation here. I'm getting stressed out. I'm starting to hurt, and I'm just take one within 30 to 40 minutes when it comes to that, because you have to swallow it and it has to digest. I started feeling more calmer, more at ease, more able to push through the day. But the syrup is a definite. So if I had to review the Hemp Balm products, not the oil, because I have not tried the oil, and again, I am still going to purchase the Hemp Balm oil and see what effects it gives me, since the syrup is one of the best things to go to, but I want to get the oil and see how that works versus the concentrated syrup. So I will permanently keep the Hemp Balm name in my toolbox with me. Especially the pain cream is a definite put in my purse. Little itty bitty round container, no higher than this. That will fit right in my purse, and I keep that with me at all times. Fortunately, I'm out, so I'm having to pick more up this weekend. So that's my review on Hemp Balm. I have nothing against it. And now, maybe, I cannot say it gave me full 100% relief, because I never got up to the 1 serving a day. I was just doing, a quarter of a serving a day, and then by doing a quarter a day, it was helping, but I ran out before I really realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm only supposed to be doing a serving a day, not just little caps a day, or 2 little caps a day. So I never really got to see the full effects of a full serving a day. Now, with my recommended dose, I'm supposed to do 18 milligrams of CBD a day, whether it's vaping, putting it under my tongue, the capsules, the syrup. I'm supposed to do 18 milligrams a day, depending on which milligrams you do, the 100 milligram, the 250, the 500, the 1200, 1500, and 2500 milligrams. So I've really never reached the desired, the original milligrams I was supposed to do daily through the Hemp Balm, except through the capsules. So, and the capsules did wonders, and I never really realized what I did when I was doing the syrup. I never was doing a full serving a day like supposed to. I was just doing 2 caps a day, and I forgot to build up. So I never saw its benefits. But I will not turn down Hemp Balm Company, and I plan on purchasing the oil. So that's that review. As far as the koi, I have heard many reviews on the koi. I have friends that do 1 full dropper a day, but they only have anxiety, depression, things like that. But as we, with multifaceted disease and structural issues and meningitis, encephalitis, and everything else, we have to recommend higher dosage to deal with just the everyday, non-stop hell we go through. Because one day it could be muscles, next day it could be the pain, next day, or wake up this morning, it's the head, this afternoon it's the muscles, before I go to bed it's the bones. It's always switching up on you. So that's constant battle of everything. So I will keep hemp balm, especially the pain cream, in my purse to go always. Now, as far as koi, recommended 18 milligrams a day. That is exactly 2 vials or 2. If I say plunger, I'm going to apologize now. For some reason, I keep saying plunger, but 2 droppers full through the day. I'm only supposed to do 2 dropper fulls all day long, but you can break that down to 4 half droppers. You know, half a dropper 4 times a day would still equal 18 milligrams for my recommended dose. So I have just now got to a half vial or a half dropper of the koi. And I just started today my half. To be honest, I should already be going on my second. I should be really right now on a dropper and a half. But I've not really followed recommendations, and that's probably why I've not seen results from the koi. I was only doing 2-3 droppers under my tongue, and that was it. Because personally, I do not like the flavor I purchased. And I think I should have just bought the plain, no flavor, which I will recommend doing that next time for myself. But now I'm back on the game and knowing how much milligrams I'm supposed to get a day versus what I did, which was a 4th. So now I'm up to a half a vial a day, which is starting today. So I got another 6 days of a half dropper, and then I go up. As far as the koi, my review on the koi, and I'm trying to make this as short and sweet as possible, and so it's not drawn out since this is a review. This is not my normal daily video. I have been on the koi. As far as my neuropathy, and I'm talking about my arms, and my radiculopathy of my legs, knowing I do not have my bone marrow medicine, any of my arthritis medicine, because as you all follow along, I have arthritis through all my bones, a lot of structural issues, a lot going on. A lot, like we all do. I will say, and it's not the hemp balm, but since I started the koi, I have noticed the neuropathy and radiculopathy has eased off at least 40% from the full 180. Because, I mean, mine was so severe. My radiculopathy and neuropathy is so severe. Plus, I have radio cuff. My radio cuffs are destroyed. So, I have a lot of issues of that. I will say that I have seen results 30 to 40% better of the radiculopathy, the neuropathy, or if you want to put it all in one, neuropathy of all your limbs. I have also noticed, not my full spine, but from just my rib cage. How about we put it like that? From my spine, just my thoracic. I have felt relief using the koi. I was vaping it. I have decided that the vaping is going to be something I will carry with me as a to-go if I'm out in town or going somewhere. I will keep that with me instead of pulling this out and doing the whole tongue thing. So, but I will carry the old with me. But as far as the koi, I've seen results of just the thoracic area, but not the lower thoracic and lumbar and not my neck. But has eased it somewhat, where it's tolerable. Now, that's just in that section. Now, when it comes to my cervical, my lower thoracic, 11, 12, and then my lumbar and sacrum, it has not really helped it, because that is the most damaged area, is my neck, the lower thoracic, and lumbar and sacrum. So, but that's where the hemp balm cream comes in, and I put that on my neck, and I put that on my lower part of my thoracic, 11 down, and that's what helps with that. It doesn't take it away, but it relaxes it so it's not so screamable. So that's where I keep both. Also with if I have to say about my headaches, I have had fewer headaches. I do keep, not headaches, migraines. I've not had a severe migraine. It's like the severe migraines have disappeared, and now it's just a constant mild headache, but not denying that I do still have migraines, but I've had one major one, and it actually coincided with the encephalitis meningitis. I'd say I'm leaning more towards the meningitis I've dealt with this week than I have since I started the whole program of trying the CBD products. But that's where you pull other things out of your toolbox to use for that. But my migraines have considerably decreased since I've been on the CBD oil. But I'm not saying it has 100% kicked their butt, because I have had still one major migraine, and then it messed with my head. But like I said, I am no doctor. I am not recommending any of this for anybody to go out and buy and do. This is my journey, and my journey on the CBD, and so therefore I'm voicing my opinion and my review on just these two brands. So this is no medical advice. I am not a medical doctor, but just my review on what is brain fog. And what my review of how it is helping me. As far structurally, as long as I'm not having the head issues, I'm structurally okay. But yet I have to keep both product names in my toolbox at all time. Now, like I said, I'm not up to the recommended 18 milligrams on koi yet a day, because I've slacked. I really have not. I've slacked. But so far it's okay, but I plan on getting a flavorless version this time. Because I cannot handle the aftertaste of it. I am purchasing the Charlotte's Web, the black bottle. You've got the syrup or you've got the oil. Tomorrow I plan on purchasing the Charlotte's Web, because I've heard a lot about that one. And it's always a good thing for me and for whoever else is on this journey to try different brands to see which one works for you. And I'd really prefer to stay on a non-high journey than having to do a THC journey, because that's not what I want to do. I do not want to be high to reach the results I need. So I'm trying to get a better pathway where I'm not having to be high, and I can just use CBD oil and find the dose I need to get me through. So as far as the koi, I'm up to a half dropper, and I should already be to a dropper and a half already. But like I said, I've been ill, and I stopped taking it, and I was blaming my Herxine on it, which you can Herx on it, but yet it's not just Herxine, but you're also having a die off too, because it's antimicrobial, so, and antifungal and all this. So yes, you're going to have die off on it, and you're going to go, okay, I'm Herxing, this stuff is too much, I can't do this, I'm going to stop taking it. And that's what I did. So that's why I'm so far behind on where I'm supposed to be. So from now on, I've got to go, okay, I don't care if I'm Herxing, I'm having a die off, I know this is normal, because it is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and I still got to keep doing it. I still got to keep doing it. So I've got to put that mindset in that it is doing what it's supposed to be doing. I've just got to keep doing it until I find that sweet spot, as they call it. And each person's milligrams a day is different. Like I said, mine is recommended 18 milligrams a day. And like I said, by no means get with your doctor. Discuss this with your doctor, your LLMD, your naturopath, idiopathic, whatever. That was not the right word, idiopathic, but I don't think, but holistic, I'm sorry, holistic doctor, and get with them on your recommended dose. But as I have found out through for my own research, I'm 18 milligrams a day, which is 2 dropper full. I'm not there yet, so I cannot give a bad review on koi. It is still out on the table, but I have seen results from it, the neuropathy, and just the middle part of my thoracic. And I do see clarity when I'm not having the whole meningitis symptoms kicking in. So I will say I will keep them both in my toolbox. But if I had to choose between the two, I don't know about the oil on the hemp balm. I've not purchased it yet. But on the hemp balm, the pain cream is something I will not go without from now on. Ever. If I ever needed a quick relief that lasts long, it would be the hemp balm pain cream. I really have nothing bad to say about the koi, except I do not like having to take 2 full droppers, and I'm nowhere near yet. But if it takes 2 full droppers to get me the relief I need to get through my crappy day, I will do it, or I will break it down into 4 halves a day. So right now, I have nothing against either of them. Like I said again, I will pick up the hemp balm oil, and I'm actually gonna try that one and see if less of that one is better than the koi. See which one actually works better on a lesser dose. But that's my reviews on both koi and hemp balm products. And I can't give you the Charlotte's Web review because, like I said, I'm purchasing it tomorrow. It'll be in sometime next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. And then I'm going to put the koi aside, and I'm going to try the Charlotte's Web and see how that works versus the koi versus the hemp balm. But for me, even if I have the koi, the hemp balm, and the Charlotte's Web, out of all of them, the pain cream is the one thing I will not get rid of, especially for the structural problems. I will keep that permanently in my to-go purse. So that's my review on the hemp balm and the koi product CBD oil. And once again, I am not a doctor. I am not prescribing anything. I am not selling anything. I do not recommend anything without talking and discussing this with your doctor about how to go about doing CBD oil, the right brand for you, the right milligrams for you. So once again, I love you all, and this was my review. Thank you.